Hello children, let's continue our chapter Crop Production and Management. We are learning agriculture practices. Till now we have discussed about preparation of soil and sowing. Now today our topic is adding manure and fertilizer. In our previous session we have discussed about agriculture implements. The tools that we are using during the agriculture practices are called as agriculture implements, in which we have seen the diagram and discussed about plough, hoe and cultivator. Then after we have discussed about the second step of agriculture practices, that is selection of seeds and sowing of seeds. So in sowing method we are having number of methods. First, broadcasting or manual method. Second, by traditional tool method. And third one, by seed drill. So third step in agriculture practices is replenishment of nutrients in the soil. In chart you can see the third step is adding manure and fertilizer. Here we know that soil, it supplies the minerals, the nutrients to the crops, and these minerals are very essential for the growth of plants, for the development of plants. The farmers are cultivating crop after crop, season by season. So due to the continuous growing of these crops year after year, it makes the soil deficient and soil loses its fertility. Deficient of nutrients, it means certain nutrients are going to decrease in the soil, and due to that soil going to lose its fertility. So soil nutrients, it should be replenished. It means how much amount of soil nutrients are decreased, that much amount of nutrients should be replenished, should be added into the soil pack, so that soil does not lose its fertility. So for that it could be done by either the natural method, by naturally, or by addition of manure or fertilizer. So this step is also called as adding manure and fertilizer, and it becomes the third step of our agriculture practices. So we will discuss today. First, natural method. If nutrients are going to replenish by naturally, that method is called as natural method. In natural method we are having fallowing, crop rotation and mixed cropping method. First one, fallowing. As the name suggests, fallow. Fallow, it means uncultivated. So if land is left uncultivated for 1 or 2 seasons, this method is called as fallowing method. In this method, the fallow land, it means if one season we will not cultivate the land, we will not cultivate the crop in the land automatically naturally regains the nutrients by decomposition of remains of plants and animals by the action of microbes. Second, crop rotation. As the name suggests, crop rotation alternatively. The method of growing the different crops alternatively on the same field is called as crop rotation. For example, if farmers grow wheat or barley, it means cereal, in first year, and then it is followed by next year, next season, if leguminous plants like pea, soybean, if farmers will grow, this method is called as crop rotation. This helps in replenishment of the soil with nitrogen, because we have already learned in our previous standard that leguminous plants' roots, the rhizobium named bacteria are surviving, and that are absorbing, fixing the nitrogen from atmosphere into the soil. So if cereal crops is going to rotate by leguminous plant, the rhizobium bacteria, it replenish the soil with nitrogen easily. So this method is called as crop rotation. Last one, mixed cropping. Mix, it means number of different type of crops together. So two or more crops are grown together in the same field, that is called as mixed cropping method. The crops are selected such that the nutrient requirement of one crop is fulfilled by the other. Like example, leguminous crop such as pea, soybean and cereal like wheat, rice, if they can be grown together, that method is called as mixed cropping method. So this way we can replenish the nutrients in the soil by naturally. In second, manure and fertilizer. It is also called as manuring. This enhance the fertility of the soil. It increases the fertility of the soil. First we will discuss about manure. Manure is an organic compound which is very rich in nutrients which are obtained by decomposition of plant and animal waste by microbes. Example, compost and green manure. In compost, the manure is prepared from the excreta of human, from the wastage of the farms, so that is compost. Green manure, in which particular type of plants are grown in the field and then after they are plowed in the same field and from that manure is prepared. So that is called as green manure. Next, fertilizer. Fertilizers are the human-made chemical substance which are rich in one or more particular nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium. Basically, plants require these three, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, in good amount. So, humans are making some of these substance in factories that are called as fertilizers. These are produced in factories. Like example, we have here about urea. Urea is very common, basically common fertilizer. Ammonium sulfate, superphosphate, as the name suggests, phosphate. So it includes phosphorus amount, nutrients more. Potash, it includes potassium. Potassium sulfate, it includes potassium, sulfur. So these are fertilizers. Here there is difference between fertilizer and manure. Manure are the natural substance obtained by decomposition of cattle dung, human waste and plant residue. But fertilizers are inorganic. Fertilizers are prepared in factories while manures are prepared in the fields. Fertilizer does not provide any humus to the soil and manure provides a lot of humus to the soil. Humus, which is prepared by the decomposition of plants by the microbes, that is called as humus. We know about that. Fertilizers are very rich in particular nutrients like nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, while manure is less rich in plant nutrients as compared to the fertilizers. Now, advantages of manure. Organic manure, as manure is organic, they are considered better than the fertilizer because manure enhance the water holding capacity of the soil. It increases the water holding capacity. It makes the soil porous. Porous, it means field is made up of number of pores so that the exchange of gases becomes very easy. It increases the number of microbes. It adds the humus to the soil. it is not expensive as compared to the fertilizer, and it does not cause any water pollution. Disadvantages of fertilizer. We know fertilizers are particularly rich in certain nutrients, and it increase the yield. But excessive, a large amount of use of fertilizer, it cause water pollution and soil pollution. Because if fertilizers are going to wash away with water, so it causes water pollution. So here one thing we should remember, that to maintain the fertility of soil, excess use of fertilizer it should be avoided and use of manure should be promoted. So one activity, to observe the growth of seedlings with manure and fertilizer. Here to perform this activity we required gram seeds, soil, some water, three thermocol glasses, we required manure, and we required any one type of fertilizer. Urea is easily available. Now what to do? You have to take 3 glass, label that glass A, B, C. In glass A, take the soil in which you should mix a little bit manure. In glass B, mix the soil with urea fertilizer a little bit, and in glass C, take only soil. Now gram seeds should be shown into that all 3 glass, and see the growth of the plants after watering daily after some days. You can see in your observation this type of different growth in all the 3 glasses. In glass A, plants have been grown a little. In glass B, plants have been grown better than glass A, but not than glass C. And in last one, glass C, very less amount of plant grass you can see. So in your observation, glass A, the seedlings grow well, they look green and healthy. Glass B, seedlings grow faster as compared to A and C both. They look green and healthy. And last one, in glass C, the seedlings show very little growth and look pale yellow. So by performing this experiment, we can conclude that seedlings of glass B, in which we have mixed the soil with fertilizer, it has grown the fastest because fertilizers are soluble and easily absorbed by the plants. In glass A, the seedlings grow well because manure is added, which is good for plant, but comparatively less growth because manure is not directly absorbed by plants. And last, glass C, the seedlings show very less growth because of the less availability of nutrients. So if we are going to use fertilizer, the growth will be fastest. If we are going to use manure, the growth is better but not fastest. So this is the conclusion of this experiment. So we have learned today about replenishment of nutrients in the soil, in which we have discussed natural method and manuring method. Your homework is you have to perform activity that we have discussed today by yourself and observe the growth of seedling with manure and fertilizer. Thank you. Have a good day.